This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. High school basketball's coming up on Max 96.7. This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlyle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, Legacy Place, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts.
The Cahokia Conference is once again in prime time tonight. Hello, everybody. This is Rip Nutmeyer along with Greg Meyer. Welcome to Harris Gymnasium and welcome to the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations in Breeze and Trenton. The stage is set for a league tussle between the homestanding Carlyle Lady Indians and Central Cougars. The Spectrum Business pregame show continues after this break. This is high school basketball on Max 96.7.
Building relationships and buildings in the safest, most efficient, and budget-conscious way has been Putker Construction's mission for over 36 years. Located in Breeze, they have been providing construction management, design, build, and general contracting services on projects throughout Southern Illinois and the Midwest. They are a second-generation, family-owned, and veteran-owned business with a goal to exceed their clients' expectations in every way. For more information, call 526-7213 or go to PutkerConstruction.com.
Garages are great, and then something eventually goes wrong with your garage door. Don't just call anyone when you have a garage door problem. Call Fairman Garage Doors, providing trusted quality service for over 20 years. Locally owned and operated, Fairman Garage Doors can handle residential and commercial, and no job is too big or too small. Call 526-8548 for Fairman Garage Doors, an authorized Clopay dealer.
With Valentine's Day coming up, maybe you're planning to pop the question. With that in mind, I want you to know why so many engagements begin with a diamond from Becker Jewelers. Hi, this is A.G. Becker, and I believe it is because we make sure that each of our engagement rings is a perfect match for the man that gives it to the woman who will wear it forever. Sounds simple, but it takes a lot of experience and knowledge to get it right. At Becker's, we begin with 69 years of experience. And because we own our store, our overhead is lower than those big mall stores. We are able to offer a better ring, a bigger diamond for less. That takes care of the man who gives the ring. For her, there is no substitute for selection, and nobody, I mean nobody, has a bigger selection of rings, more than 600 in stock. That's backed by an equally impressive selection of diamonds in every shape and size. Becker's knowledge and experience will help you make sure that the ring you choose is perfect for both you and her. It's why so many engagements begin with a diamond from Becker Jewelers.
It's Max 96.7.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations in Breeze and Trenton. This is the Spectrum Business pregame show. Rip Nutmeyer along with Greg Meyer, and it's Carlyle with the Invaders from Central tonight here at Harris Gymnasium in this Cahokia Conference dish. And we have a couple of teams going in opposite directions, especially as of late. The Lady Indians have lost 7 of 8. The Cougars, meanwhile, have won 7 of their last 8, and that included a second-place finish up at Highland. They are hitting on all cylinders, Greg.
Yeah, last week they played really well on the offensive side of the ball. Nathan Reeder was really pleased with the way they played last week at Highland, as you mentioned. Second place finish. They beat Tryon the opening round 47-15. Lady Rockets of Oakville 51-26, and then beat a ranked CM team 39-36. That really kind of catered the Lady Cougars. Now if they happen to win out the rest of this week and next week, with their possible 3A, 4A subsectional seed, could be the number 1 seed after that big win that they had last week. And They fell to a tough O'Fallon team, 50-43. Really couldn't score the basketball on that Saturday. Couldn't make free throws in the first half. A couple of the simple things in the game, not making shots, not making free throws, hurt the Lady Cougars in that championship game. But I think all in all, last week Nathan Reeder was pretty pleased about what he got out of his girls in a tough competition Highland girls tournament last week.
And his Cougars are still 18 up and only 3 down. And in the Koki Conference, they're 5-0 with a half-game lead over the Freeburg Midgets. And again, O'Fallon won at 50-43. Of course, O'Fallon was just coming off a couple of weeks prior that they won the Mascoutah Championship too. So I think they've won around 7 in a row. So it was just 2 good ball teams there. And as far as Carlyle, the Lady Indians won 1 of 3 over at Highland, and they pushed Salem for a while. Salem ended up winning the Consolation Championship. Actually, our area teams did pretty well again, much like over at Mascoutah. You love to see that.
Yes, and again, the Lady Indians last week had a week where I think Darren Smith was hoping to get to the Consolation Championship games. You mentioned they kind of pushed Salem around for a while there, and one thing that happened with Lady Indians, they turned the ball over a lot again last week. They struggled to shoot it, and one thing that we talk about off air, me and you had this discussion earlier, Lady Indians still trying to develop that third score. Smith and DeCamper can only carry much of the load, but Smith got in foul trouble in that first round game last week against, can't think who the heck they played last week in the first round off the top of my head. I had the game last Saturday.
Against Oakville.
Oakville, yes. She got in foul trouble, and the Lady Indians were just they were already behind the 8 ball, and then without having her and Molly DeCamper on the floor at the same time, they struggled their way to a tough loss to the Lady Rockets. And then I believe they played this week against Columbia on Tuesday night, and they fell 59-40 in a conference game.
Exact same score as it was against the Salem. I guess they're done with Salem now, man. They played them 3 times this year. They won the last before Highland. They won over here at Harris Gym a couple of weeks back. Let's take another time out. When we regroup and come on back to Harris Gymnasium, we'll have the Keys Brothers Auction and Realty starting lineups as the crowd gathers here for this still midweek edition here of high school basketball from Harris Gymnasium. This is high school basketball on Max 96.7.
What is one of the first things people notice about you? You guessed it, it's your teeth. Let Dr. Trong, Dr. Erickson, or Dr. Hillsman at Breeze or Trenton Dental Group give you a smile you can be proud of. Since 1995, Breeze and Trenton Dental Group has served the community with a family-friendly setting. Breeze and Trenton Dental Group is also your Invisalign provider. They offer cosmetic treatments to improve your smile, as well as tooth implants. Schedule your appointment today in Breeze at 526-4233 or Trenton at 224-7129.
Hello, I'm Wes Ronan, head chef and owner of Silver Spoon Catering. I've been working in the food industry for over 15 years, fine-tuning my craft as a professional chef and caterer. I would like to invite you to visit our new storefront location on Old Highway 50 in Breeze. We prepare daily specials using only the freshest ingredients possible. Find out what we're serving this week by calling us at 791-7847 or check us out at Silver Spoon, Illinois on Facebook.
Prairie Farms Dairy helps build strong bodies and strong minds. Prairie Farms Dairy offers the finest dairy products like skim milk, slice and string cheese, sour cream, cottage cheese, flavored yogurts, light ice cream, and more. Take charge of your body and get your daily source of vitamins and minerals from the products you've come to love from Prairie Farms Dairy. You can always count on Prairie Farms Dairy, always fresh, always the best.
You love your home, but over time, you can get a little tired of it. It really doesn't take much, however, to freshen your home's look, especially when you get help from Home Fashions in Carlyle. Update floors with brand names like Shaw, Mohawk, Mannington, and Armstrong. Home Fashions also offers cabinets, countertops, Hunter Douglas window treatments, furniture, and more. Check out more at homefashions-inc.com, turning your space into elegance and grace. Home Fashions in Carlyle.
Start saving on your heating bills today with a 7 Series or 5 Series water furnace from Tunya Service Company. The 7 Series water furnace is the world's most efficient geothermal system. In addition to big savings on your heating costs, the 7 Series and the 5 Series water furnace carries a 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a free estimate and the world's most experienced geothermal team, call Tunya Service Company in Damiansville today, 248-5130.
Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlyle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports.
You found Max 96.7.
Hello again, everybody. Rip Not Marlon with Greg Meyer from Harris Gymnasium, and welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations in Breeze and Trenton. Time now for the Keys Brothers Auction and Realty starting lineups. We'll begin with the Central Cougars, who go with a 3-guard set and 4 seniors, by the way. In that backcourt, number 10, Allison Fairman. She's a 5'6" junior. The rest are all upperclassmen. Also with her, flanking her, number 14, Faye Meisner at 5'5". And Olivia Wesselman, a threat from the outside. She dons number 13. She is 5'5". And in the front court is Clarice Jensen at 5'8". She wears number 22. And with 23 on her backside, it's Carson Newkirk. She stands 5'10". So we've got Fairman, Jansen, Meisner, Newkirk, and Wesselman. Of course, Nathan Reeder is their coach. Central 18-3 overall, 5-0 in the Cahokia Conference. For the Carlyle Indians, coached by Darren Smith, they're 12 up and 12 down. They're dead even on the year and 3-6 in conference play. In the backcourt, number 32, a 5'8" senior, Callie Michael. Her running mate is Kaylee Perez. She'll man the point. Number 12, she's 5'7". She is a senior, too. We have one more senior in the starting five. Kylie Smith is her name. She wears number 24. She's at 5'8". Brooklyn Smith, no relation, also in that front line, number 15, a junior at 5'9". And also in the pivot, Molly DeCamper. Number 25 is stuck to her, and she is 5'11", just a sophomore. So DeCamper, Perez, Michael, Brooklyn Smith, and Kylie Smith. And, of course, Meisner leads the way for the Central Cougars, Greg, and she has some good teammates by her side, definitely. And right now, a couple of kids in double figures for Carlyle, Brooklyn Smith and Molly DeCamper with around 13 and 11 apiece, and they do the shore of the rebounding, too, along with Callie Michael. But we'll see how this turns out. The first game wasn't too pleasant for Carlyle as Central bashed them 53-20 over at BC.
Yeah, and I was there that night, and it was another night where the Lady Indians got off to a slow start. They struggled to shoot the ball in the opening quarter of play. They turned the basketball over a lot against the Lady Cougars, who are going to pressure them. I don't foresee Nathan Reeder changing his style of how he played last week. He applied a lot of pressure against the bigger schools, and, they turned some teams over. The Lady Indians are going to have to be able to handle the pressure that the Lady Cougars throw them, and they're just going to have to score the basketball. That's one thing that Darren Smith talked about. We talk about it again. It's going to have to be more than just Molly DeCamper and Brooklyn Smith. They're going to have to find somebody else to score as we get ready for the postseason up and coming here in just about 2 weeks or so for the Carlyle Lady Indians.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And then, on the other side of the coin for the Lady Cougars, Meisner, she's basically staked the Lady Cougars to a 19-3 record. They just got ranked for the first time this week in the 3A poll at number 9. She's been the top scorer. Her and Newkirk, and then, as you mentioned, the senior leadership is always nice to have as well, upperclassmen for the Lady Cougars on this road game that they're going to have here tonight.
The JV game is already in the books, of course, and on the Honest Water scoreboard, it was Central triumphant over the Lady Indians 64-31. Yeah, we are coming down the home stretch for sure. 4 games left for the Central Cougars in the regular season after tonight, and the same thing for the Carlyle Lady Indians. As far as league play goes, it could come down to the finale against Freeburg. I mean, again, the Central just has a half-game edge right now over Freeburg in the Cahokia Conference, and they clubbed the Midgets the first time by 20.
Yeah, and I think the first time they played, I'm not mistaken if it was at home or on the road. I think they got
That was at home.
That was at home, so they'll have to go to Freeburg. Tough place to play down there. Little older school gym, darker lights. I know it's not a big deal, but for shooters it is in that arena to play down there at Freeburg. It's a tough place to shoot the basketball, so never know down there with the Lady Midgets.
All right. Did they play that second game against Salem?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's where I'm short, 1 win.
Yes, 19-3 is their record overall.
So they're 6-0 actually on the season.
Yes.
in league play.
Yes, sir, they are. They did not report that final score to STL today.
Yeah, see how they are?
Yes.
All right, Central, I was shortchanging them. They are 6-0 in league play, and they're going now for their 20th win of the season tonight. 6-0 and 19-3 is their mark. Let's break away. We took care of the Keys Brothers Auction and Realty starting lineups. Coming up soon enough, your hometown proud Carlyle IGA tip-off. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Working farms are busy all year long, so depend on Jansen Farm Equipment to keep your equipment running strong. With a parts store and service department, Jansen Farm Equipment has a team of professionals that you can count on. Jansen Farm Equipment carries AGCO, New Idea, Gleaner, White, and Massey Ferguson. Jansen Farm Equipment, 18222 State Route 127. Shop online at jansenfarm.com or call 594-2962. Preferred Flooring and Breeze provides free in-home estimates, design consultation, and competitive pricing for all types of flooring like hardwood, carpet, and laminate. Find quality flooring options for all designs and budgets at Preferred Flooring and Breeze. Stop by the showroom to see for yourself all the options. Just a couple doors down from the turf on Old Highway 50. Call to set up an appointment at 526-9393 or preferredflooring.com.
Nordyke Funeral Home is thinking about your future and offers secure, pre-planned funeral arrangements, relieving the emotional burden for those you love, allowing you to express your own wishes, and assures peace of mind with financial concerns when your family needs it the most. Nordyke Funeral Home has 5 locations in Albers, Aveston, Breeze, New Baden, and now Carlyle. Visit NordykeFuneralHome.com or call 588-3533. Striving to earn your family's confidence and trust, Nordyke Funeral Home with 5 locations.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Smith, Administrator of Clinton Manor Living Center in New Baden.
And my name is Sarah Gershner, Director of Human Resources.
At Clinton Manor, we provide short and long-term nursing and therapy services in a comfortable, pleasant setting.
We are also committed to adding top talent to our caring and highly skilled nursing team.
For more information about our services or to apply, give us a call at 588-4924 or visit us at ClintonManorLivingCenter.com.
Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle offers quality service for a variety of vehicle-related mishaps. Since 1970, Isaac Auto Body has been there when you need them most. From accident scene recovery to 24/7 towing, give them a call at 594-2435. Isaac Auto Body's skilled collision repair team and auto body painters can make any car look as good as the day it left the dealer's lot. Isaac Auto Body is committed to providing fast, quality service on your vehicle. Find them online at isaacautobody.com.
Get it printed with Print Crazy. Printing everything you could possibly ever need. Print Crazy for brochures, business cards, and flyers to vehicle wraps for cars, trucks, and boats, and more, a lot more. Print Crazy for shirts and apparel, invitations, signs, doors and floors, and more. So much more. See for yourself at printcrazy.com. That's CRAZEE. Printcrazy.com on Old Highway 50 in Breeze. Call 526-9260.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
We're moments away from your hometown proud Carlyle IGA tip-off. This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 is brought to you in part by Isaac Auto Body, Seaver Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Clinton Manor Living Center, Putker Construction, The Breeze and Trenton Dental Group, Nordyke Funeral Home, Prairie Farms Dairy, Tunya's Service Company, Fairman Garage Doors, Jansen Farm Equipment, Home Fashions, The Emeen Insurance Agency, Print Crazy, Silver Spoon Catering, and by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online, BeckerJewelers.com.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Harris Gymnasium in Carlisle for the Well, we're just about set for hometown proud Carlyle IGA tip-off. We just had an outstanding version of a national anthem. I didn't catch your name, but a high school student, I do believe, here at Carlyle. So all is good. And we're ready for quarter number 1, brought to you by 10 Pin Antique Mall. The Dairy King broadcast booth is where we are at. It is Carlyle against Central in Cahokia Conference action. And here is that opening tip, courtesy of your hometown proud Carlyle IGA. And Michael recovers it for Carlyle. She gets it first at the top of the key. Thought about launching a 3, but pulls back against the Central man. Just seconds into this one, Brooklyn Smith with the right elbow. Tries to get it across to Perez, but it is stripped by Wesselman. She goes off the glass, good. And Central strikes first up 2-love. 7:36 in the first.
Just about talking about, here comes that man-to-man pressure now, the Lady Cougars, and they're going to force another turnover in the backcourt.
Wesselman with another try, same thing. Quickly, 4-zip Cougars over the Lady Indians of Carlisle. And the full court pressure. Molly Dekemper in the backcourt. She has it stripped away, picks it up, gets it into the front court over the timeline to Michael, and we have an early timeout. We'll take one. We're back in a jiffy. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Sound familiar? A flat tire in the middle of nowhere? Car keys locked in the car? Or a battery that needs a jump start? You're stranded on the side of the road and need emergency roadside assistance to get your car moving. Call Benoff Insurance in Breeze and Trenton about roadside rescue coverage from Beacon Insurance that's available to everyone who has a personal auto policy with Beacon Insurance. Roadside Rescue will save your day with 24/7 roadside assistance at no extra cost to you if you have comprehensive coverage. Call Benoff Insurance, your Beacon Insurance agency, today at 526-4888.
Max 96.7.
A quick TO taken by Carlisle, trailing 4-0, 7:13 in the first. Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. Rip Notmeyer along with Greg Meyer. Carlisle has the basketball. That is Perez, number 12, the 5'10 senior. High right wing to Brooklyn Smith. She pops out for the basketball, takes it down the baseline, forces one no good. Weak side rebound goes over to Nashville and to Central and Carson Newkirk. Fairman with it. Left wing for Meisner, wearing number 14, just north of the key. She pushes it right side for Newkirk. And now Wesselman. Low post pass. Now across the lane it goes. Shot no good. And the ball picked up on the baseline by Michael. Jansen couldn't hit the point blank affair. Outside the 3 line, Michael dodges it inside. The ball tapped away by Newkirk. Out of bounds to Carlisle.
Again, Lady Cougars, another point-like opportunity on this end. Could get it to Gil. Michael there on the other end to try to throw it inside to Dekemper. Had good post position, just not a good pass.
Kylie Smith surveys and kicks it out deep to Brooklyn Smith. Lost it, picks it up at that center emblem for the Lady Indians. A little crossover dribble, stops the bounce. And we've got a traveling violation against Brooklyn Smith.
Lady Indians 0 for 1 from the field here to begin play. 3 turnovers.
No wonder Molly Dekemper stays so slim, man. She played 3 quarters of the first game.
Yes.
Wesselman on the left wing comes to the point. Wesselman, right side. That's Fairman with the basketball on the wing right. Over the elbow. Wesselman, 20-footer, no good. Weak side rebound over to Smith. Kylie Smith of Carlisle. Perez kicks it forward at the emblem right side to Michael. Michael takes it down to the baseline and loses the basketball in the paint. It's out of bounds, the last touch by the Cougars.
Lady Cougars playing hounding defense here to begin. Michael gets a nice post position against Fairman, then she's surrounded inside and continue to apply the pressure here.
Brooklyn Smith leaves it for Molly Dekemper. Tries to ring up the 3, no good. Nice board by Meisner. She comes out of the pack. Meisner still with it. Little juke and jive, pulls up for a 14-footer, no good. Ball finally corralled by Brooklyn Smith for Carlisle. Crosses the timeline left side. Top of the circle deep against the man of Clarice Jansen. Still with it is Brooklyn Smith. All the way down to the lane. Off the glass. Good, and a foul.
Nice move by Smith when she realized she had Jansen on her backside on the reverse pivot. Puts it up off the window for 2, and Jansen with her first foul of the game.
First foul, period, in this contest. So Brooklyn Smith tries to complete the 3-point. It's up and down, nothing but net. Central up 4-3, 5:27 in the first stanza. Meisner quickly over the half-court stripe on the left side. Comes atop the key, floats it over the right side for Fairman. Fairman works against the man of Brooklyn. The foul line now drive, the kick out to Meisner inside the arc. Whips it around the horn, it goes. Fairman In the corner for Newkirk. The cutter was Wesselman. She gets it finally in the deep right corner. Back to Newkirk again. Top of the circle. That's Fairman on the left-handed dribble. Left side, up top, Newkirk. What ball movement by the Central Cougars. Meisner now looks inside against Perez for Carlyle. On the sideline of Fairman. Cross-court pass. Fake, shot up, no good. Partially blocked by Molly Decamper. Here comes Carlyle back the other way on the breakout. That's Brooklyn Smith for deuce. The Lady Indians up 5-4 on a nice breakout. Meisner on the crossover. Below the elbow right side. Right corner now. Up front to Wesselman. Wesselman against Michael. Left wing for Newkirk. Newkirk at 5'10". Top the key. Inside it's punched. Now back outside for Newkirk. She wants a tray. Lights it up. The first triple of this ball game. Central leads at 7-5.
Now Perez made her decision. Nice pass to the middle of the break to press.
Decamper guns it inside for Kylie Smith off the square for two. She gets on the board, and we're knotted at 7. A slice under 4 in the period. In the front period it is. At the elbow, Meisner. Look from the right side. Fairman puts the ball down. Shuffles it left side for Newkirk. Dodges inside the 3-line. And we got a little bump outside. Jansen had the ball, and she was dented just a little bit.
Kylie Smith, I believe, foul recipient there for the Lady Indians.
Yes, indeed. And it's out of bounds to Central. We're all squared at 7. 3:45 in the first quarter. Meisner looks. Heaves it out front, nearly stolen by Brooklyn Smith. Fairman has it. No look. Now in the corner for Newkirk. Newkirk, middle blocks area. Out front to Fairman again. Fairman with the basketball, holding high. Around the horn it goes. Westman on the dribble drive. 12-footer pull up, no good. Rebound, Michael. Foul on Wesselman. Out of bounds, the length of the floor to go for the Lady News. And it's all tied at 7. 3:29 to go in the first. Again, full court pressure. Football pass to Perez from Brooklyn Smith. Here comes Perez. All the way misses the length of the court drive. And the board comes to Central. They slug it ahead. Here's Fairman down low. Shot deflected out of bounds. It stays with the Cougars.
Good down pace we go here. Early portion of the game. Tied at 7 on the Honest Water scoreboard. Klosterman comes on for the Lady Cougars.
She is in, and Wesselman digs for the bench for the Cougars. Meisner. She'll trigger. Goes left wing, outside the 3-line. Newkirk, Fairman. Back above the arc. Long shot, air ball from 3. And now the ball's loose. It's picked up by Central, though. Newkirk had it, swiped it right away from Michael. Low block. That's Horseman's in there as well. Now Meister, 8-footer, is short. But back with the basketball comes Central. Loose ball picked up by Klosterman to Newkirk. Low block pass, Horseman. Outside it goes, Fairman with the fake. Brooklyn Smith with her. Top of the circle now. It's Klosterman. We're tied at 7. 2:40 and rolling in the first period. It's Cahokia Conference. Square off from Carlyle High. Diagonal pass in the corner for Klosterman. And she threw into traffic. It's deflected. She gets it back. Now the ball is loose. And it goes over. Well, it stays with the Central Cougars.
Talk about the Lady Cougars stifling defense here tonight so far. First corner action here, Brooklyn Smith, and the Lady Indians playing some pretty good defense as well.
Sideline pass. Left wing finally goes to Fairman. She penetrates. Low block area. Ticky-tack. Right in the middle blocks on Carlyle. I believe Brooklyn Smith picked that one up.
Her first.
Team fouls are 2 aside, and it's all knotted. 7-7 on the board. 2 1/4 here in the first stanza. Meisner guns it in to Klosterman. Out front for Fairman. She's a steady ball player. Shot blocked by Decamper. Michael picks it off. Newkirk tried to get it back. Now it finally goes in the hands of Meisner. On the between the legs dribble, not once but twice. Another little juke drive. Stemmers for the lane. No good. Rebound to Molly Decamper. Decamper all the way. Up ahead it goes. Brooklyn Smith. No. And we've got a tie up in the lane. This one will go with the Lady Indians. They'll keep it back. They'll keep it.
Woo. Up and down. Neither team shooting it at a high volume here right now either.
Kylie Smith with the deep pass to Molly Decamper above the elbow right side. Even with the hash, that's Perez for the Lady Indians. Bounces between the circles to Brooklyn Smith. Little drive through the key. Right corner for Perez. Perez against that man is Central. Over the head pass to Michael. Michael out front. She's outside the 3 line. Still with the basketball. Right wing to Perez. Perez against Klosterman. Perez with it. Pulls up the bounce. Has to get rid of it and doesn't do it in time. 5-second call against the Lady Indians.
6 Lady Indian turnovers now by my count here. Opening period of play tied at 7.
And we're down to 125 in quarter number 1. The 10-pin Antique Mall first quarter. Newkirk outside the 3 mark to Meisner. She's above the perimeter, right side. Klosterman feeds it to Newkirk. Newkirk against Decamper. Now Horseman, 14-footer, can't ring it up. Rebound to Carlyle and Brooklyn Smith. Here comes Brooklyn. Below the hash right side. Now triggers it all the way down. Shot, go! Oh, somehow halfway down, pops out. Rebound is Central and Newkirk. And now on the blitz, it is Fairman for the Cougars. 50 to play in the first. That ball's knocked away into the arms of Perez. Up ahead for Molly Decamper, too strong. Out of bounds it goes. It's length of the floor to go for Central.
Ooh, man.
Little ragged. It's been a long time since we had points on the board. It's 7. We're stuck on 7-7 with 43 seconds in the period.
Yes, and as a line change here, Danielle Lange, Megan Holtman, and Kayla Gooderslow all on for Carlisle. Wesselman back on for the Lady Cougars as well. Frantic pace. Defense has ruled the opening quarter so far.
And the Lady Indians have to be very, very happy. After all, they're all squared at 7. We'll see how Central plays here at the end of period number 1. Meisner at the top of the key for the Cougars. Now comes to the right wing side. North of the border, that's Fairman. Now Newkirk. Newkirk, Fairman once again between the rings. A heck of a pick set out front by Jansen. Still with the basketball is Fairman. Right wing. Head of the circle now, Fairman, or Wesselman. Wesselman hands off to Meisner. 12 ticks to go in the first. He glances at the clock. With it on the high left-handed dribble. Meisner with 5 seconds to play. Right of the box. Kicks it right side. 3 ball. No good by Fairman. Weak side rebound. Wesselman can't answer. And that wraps up the first quarter. And we are deadlocked. It is 7 aside after 1. This is high school basketball. Max 96.7.
Is the all-new Chevy Silverado the right truck for you? Hi, Colby Voss at K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle. The all-new Chevy Silverado has the comfort and conveniences you expect from a Chevy, plus the performance and handling you need. We have several new trucks to choose from, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Stop by K&J Chevrolet and drive a Silverado and see for yourself what a tremendous value we offer and what the hype is all about. K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle, just west of town on Old Route 50. Chevrolet, find new roads.
A Shell expert is underwater to demonstrate the importance of protection. My partner will play your engine, menaced by performance-robbing gunk, and playing the engine gunk, 3 man-eating sharks. Don't worry, folks. His shark cage represents Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Release the sharks! All 3 grades of Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines act as a barrier that helps shield and protect critical engine parts. So go ahead, folks. Protect your engine with Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines.
Fill up at your area clean and convenient CC Food Mart locations.
Max 96.7.
Welcome back, everybody. We're along with Greg Meyer here in the Dairy King broadcast. And Central has the first and the second. We're dead even at 7-7. Newkirk at the right wing for the Cougars. Up top it goes now to Meisner. Checks inside. Fairman won it. Meisner keeps it. Goes between the legs again. Foul line extended now against Gooderslow for Carlisle. Top of the key. That's Wesselman. Got away with it. Inside pass. It goes to Newkirk. Nice fake. 7-footer good. She has 5 points, and Central leads at 9-7. The Lady Indians come back. Holtman out there for, along with Gooderslow for Carlisle. And yes, also Lange as well. Right wing Gooderslow. We got a share of playing time in that JV game, too. She pulls up the bounce, struggles, gets it to Michael. Foul line extended. She's in the lane, 14 away, shot off right side, and the ball picked off there. Easy rebound for Central. And Jensen. Now Meisner. 14-footer rolls off. Weak side rebound up Brooklyn Smith. Central had 9-7. We glide under 7 minutes in the second quarter. Brooklyn Smith against Fairman. She's at the right of the lane. Little push-off. Banks it. No good from 18. Rebound Central. And it's Wesselman to Fairman. Fairman all the way the hole. Good. And she is fouled. She'll go to the line to try and complete the three-point play.
Lady Cougars in that opening quarter shot 21% to the Lady Indians 38%. Fairman at the line on the nice straight line drive to the 10. Oh, line change here for the Lady Indians as well. Starters back on. Perez and Molly DeCamper and I believe Kylie Smith with a 3 out.
Foul goes to Holtman. And Fairman sets up shop looking for her third point of the night. She'll try and give the Cougars a 5-point lead. In, out, and in again. Central 12, Carlyle 7, 6:34. Full court pressure again here in this first half. Kylie Michael splits the defense for DeCamper. Ran the floor well. Her first deuce of the night.
That's how you break the pressure there. You throw it in the middle of the defense, and they hit a cutting DeCamper to the hole for an easy field goal.
And the pike, Meisner. Around the horn now to Fairman. Newkirk. Newkirk against DeCamper. Right wing low. With the basketball, Jansen walk. Absolutely no call. Wesselman tries to line it up. No good. Strong rebound. Put good.
Carson Newkirk. Fourth rebound. She got 7 points.
It's 14-9 Central. All fives on the board here in the second period. Michael across the timeline right side to Perez, but she loses the basketball. And here comes Wesselman on the left-handed bounce. Off the window. No good. Ball tapped out of bounds. And it goes to the Carlyle Lady Indians as they hustle back.
Could have called the over the back on Meisner, too. Didn't call it. She last touched it out right here in front of us. 14-9 on the scoreboard. Lady Cougars on top of the Lady Indians here.
Molly DeCamper in that back free throw box. Works one-on-one. Goes behind the back against Jansen. Finally gets to the cross. Now she's double teamed. She gives it up. And we've got a breakaway. But the shot is missed by Fairman, partially blocked by Perez. Here's comes Carlyle, the diagonal pass. DeCamper, she can't can it, but she is fouled. So a big play there, 4-point play, if we can get a conversion, if Carlyle can, on the free throw line.
Meisner there picks up her first. I think Fairman slowed up on this end. Had a wide open layup.
Yeah.
She slowed up. Let Perez catch up with her.
DeCamper misses the first. She gets another crack at it. She's their Lady Indians leading free throw shooter at around 69%. Number 25, Molly DeCamper. Just a sophomore. The deep bend. Cocks and fires, whistles out. Misses them both. It remains 14-9 Central. Above 5 in the second. Meisner high steps it into the forecourt. Hands off to Fairman. Fairman through the key. Wesselman. Now Jansen. This time they get her.
Lady Cougars' third turnover of the game to the Lady Indians' 9, and much of the reason why the Lady Indians find themselves trailing here in the second half, in the second quarter, only by 5 though. Still within striking distance.
Brooklyn Smith to inbound right in front of her own bench at three-quarter court. Now she has to hurry, and she finds her man in Callie Michael. Michael rushes across the half-court stripe left side, pulls up the bounce, and it's knocked away. Newkirk with the push. 6 in the quarter, 9 in the game. It's 16-9 Central, and Carlyle has to be careful here. Perez the lob. It's picked off, but Central couldn't convert. And Jansen went with the overpass that time. It's knocked out of bounds. They'll get it back.
That's what I'm saying, though, Rip. Whenever they turn their back to the defender, the double team's coming from the opposite side of the floor, and Perez was a little late seeing it there again. Michael, on the previous possession, they had back-to-back turnovers because of it.
Meisner, who's yet to net that scoreboard, out front. The three-ball crank, no good. Action underneath. Newkirk looks like she's called on DeCamper.
That's where the Lady Indians need to have another girl back to help them out to break the pressure, because they're bringing the double team from the opposite side every time. Whoever catches it, the other man that the other girl is guarding in the backcourt, they're just going to come double you as soon as you cross half court.
And there's some pressure put on the Indians. Lady Indians in the backcourt. Perez double team. Loft for Brooklyn Smith. Finds an open man. Kylie Smith misses the cripple. Rebound stick good by Brooklyn Smith. First in the period, 7 in the game. Elbow shot. No good by Meisner. Rebound, DeCamper. Carlyle trailing by 5 at 16-11. DeKemper still with it on the rush. Foul line extended, pulls up the bounce, top of the key high. Callie Michael to Brooklyn Smith. Michael again. Thought about the tray. She stops. Middle block pass to DeKemper. Little floater, no good. Rebound. Brooklyn Smith for 2. Nice stick by Brooklyn Smith. She has 9. Central up 16-13.
Brooklyn all over the floor here in the first half. As you mentioned, she got the 9 points. Team 6 rebounds right now as well.
Fairman leaves in the corner for Jansen. Around the horn it goes Newkirk. Studies inside, goes outside. Newkirk wants it back. She cuts, doesn't get the basketball. Instead, Fairman. Right way for Westman. Fires low block, and there's a deuce for Jansen. Great pass inside. 18-13 Cougars. 3:30 in the first half. Good basketball game from Harris Gymnasium. Kylie Smith whips it, low block. Brooklyn Smith from DeKemper. No, shot short, and the board to Jansen for Central. She clears off for Meisner. Meisner with it on the between the legs dribble. No look in the corner for Wesselman. Wesselman, hook pass back to Meisner. Dribble drive the baseline. Little fader, 8 good. First 2 points in the game for Meisner, and it's 20-13. Central on top, and Perez shaking up just a little bit there. She hit the deck.
Meisner's over 6 before that first field goal.
She was due. And we have a traveling violation against Perez of Carlyle. So it's over to Central, and they have a 7-point lead in hand right now.
Mia Weems on for the first time for the Lady Cougars. Horseman and Klosterman back on as well.
Eisner eases across the half-court stripe on the left side. High on the bounce. And at the top of the circle. Goes right wing. Horseman. This side. Other way it goes now. Meisner in the lane. Fall away from 7. No good. Rebound. Brooklyn Smith is taken. Oh, we've got a held ball call.
Goes the Lady
Indians. Carlyle.
Smith very active here opening half. She's doing a tremendous job, and they're trying to keep Jansen and Newkirk both off the glass. Smith's got 7 rebounds on my count, 9 points.
Only 2 players have scored for Carlyle. 5 finally on the board for Central. 20-13 Cougars, 2:21 in the second. Foul line extended, that's Perez. She stops the dribble, looks, has to get rid of it. And another 5 calls, the second of the night against the Lady Indians. They got to come, man. They got to help her out a little bit.
Yes, somebody has to come help the basketball. You know, she's picking it up on the right wing, needs help, and double teams have been coming all over the floor. Perez has had a tough time handling it, but her teammates need to come help her out as well.
Eisner, who's UMSL bound, right wing. Now whipped inside. Klosterman. Here's the drive by the left-hander. Shot no good by Klosterman. Ball's free in the paint. Weems got another foul. Against Central.
It's on Weems.
5 team fouls, first on her. Carlyle has but 3 team fouls. We have a $1:53 to go in the first half. So Carlyle will try and cut into that 7-point edge by Central. Kaylee Perez, a 5'7" senior on the right-handed dribble. Comes to the wing right side. It's knocked away by Meisner. Carlyle keeps it right in front of the Cougars bench. Brooklyn Smith to inbound. In front of the Cougars bench territory. There's Perez on the left-handed dribble. Left of the box to Brooklyn Smith. Up for 2. Good. And she is hammered. And she'll try and convert a 3-point play for the second time tonight. That foul's on Horseman.
She got beat on a straight line drive by Smith.
And we'll see what Brooklyn Smith can do at the line again. 1 for 1 from the stripe so far. Long pause, high arching shot is good. The Cougars lead up at 4, 20-16. Good game from Harris Gymnasium. Pretty nice crowd on hand, too. Gooderslaw back in for Carlyle. Meisner for the Cougars at the wing right side. Gets around Gooderslaw all the way to the paint. Shot up, no, but a foul.
Not sure they're going to get it on if Kayla got caught reaching in or if it was Michael on the drive.
Got Michael, I think. Her first. Cougars with 16 fouls, 4 on Carlyle, just 125 here in the second. Meisner for some charity. Books the first one. She has 3 points now, all in the second stanza.
Now, some people will say here in the gymnasium tonight, Michael, straight up, how does she get granted a foul for being straight up? Just whenever Meisner made enough contact, the arms came down. That's enough for the referee to grant a foul.
And there you go. You did that very well. Another one is hit. So Meisner sizzles on both, 22-16. It's a 6-point gap for Central over Carlyle. 120. Perez for the Lady Indians. At the high right wing, still with it against Meisner. And the Central man, Perez, breaks free, still with the basketball outside the 3-line. Punches it middle block to Brooklyn Smith for a couple off the window. What a quarter. What a game for Brooklyn Smith. 14 points on the night. Carlyle within 4, 22-18. We drop below a minute here. Newkirk with it, left elbow. Fairman out front between the circles for Central. Guns it right side for Meisner against Gütersloh. Meisner checks inside. Outside instead. And now they go to the low block area. Nice catch, nice save by Horseman. Meisner pops it up from 18 and she's fouled.
DeCamper and Gütersloh, they gambled for the steal. Then on the recovery, got Meisner on the arm, one of the two.
They'll make her earn a pair from the foul stripe. She just sank a pair.
It's Gütersloh's first, Rip.
On Gütersloh. Meisner's initial shot, good. She's picked up the pace offensively after starting out cold. She was a bit cold in that championship game, too, wasn't she?
Yes,
It happens. It happens to the best, man. The next one out of the deep and whistles out no good. Rebound to Brooklyn Smith. 40 to play and a half. Carlyle with the ball down 5. Over the timeline right side, that's Brooklyn Smith against Newkirk. Between the circles. Foul line extended now. Brooklyn still with it. Head of the circle, DeCamper. DeCamper to the right of the box. Takes it down the baseline. Kicks it outside for Perez. 25 to go and a half. Perez around the three-point arc. Had it knocked away, gets it back. Free throw line extended for Perez, wearing number 12. We slice it down to 15 ticks. Gütersloh now with it. Against Fairman. Right corner, low block on the run, DeCamper. That was the problem. She was on the run. She walked, turnover with 7 seconds left to Central here as we close out the first half.
14 TOs here by the Lady Indians opening half, but gotta feel pretty comfortable where they're at. Only down 5 right now.
And they would like to end it with a stop, and Central wants to tack on. Fairman, 2-1. She has to let her go. She drives down the lane, shot short, and that closed out half number 1. We are tied at 7 after a quarter. And through the half, it's Central 23, Carlyle 18, 23-18 Central. We're back after these. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Brawnability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50. Companies are hiring again. That's good news. Bad news, you don't have the skills they're looking for. Kaskaskia College can fix that. KC's welding technology program can set you up with the skills industries are looking for. More good news, classes are available at KC's Trenton Center or Crisp Technology Center. Call Sean Morris at 545-3406. The demand is there, the pay is there. Where are you? Kaskaskia College, your future starts here.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We made an auto loan. A local car dealer sold a car. A car salesman got a commission. His wife bought groceries. The checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. The First National Bank in Carlisle. A better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at 1nbcarlisle.com.
Reekman Brothers Farm Equipment has locations in Oakville, Centralia, and Breeze. Reekman Brothers sells the finest John Deere tractors, plus lawn and garden equipment and accessories. Reekman Brothers has been a part of the farming industry for over 83 years. Call Reekman Brothers for farm machinery and farmland auction services. 243-6186. Reekman Brothers, your John Deere dealer.
Reverman Chiropractic in Breeze would like to say thank you to our patients, staff, and local healthcare professionals for their continued support and cooperation as we celebrate 10 years in business. At Reverman Chiropractic, our focus is to work with you, the patient, and your other healthcare providers to deliver the best and most effective care possible. Please take advantage of our evening and weekend hours and call 526-4700 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Craig Reverman or Dr. Travis Isaac.
If you have joint or muscle pain, there is a solution. Let Dr. Schatz and the team of doctors at MedPlus alleviate your pain with safe, effective treatment. Their staff consists of a multi-specialty group of physicians, all working together to help you achieve lasting relief. Find out how natural medicines like Seraphin and Halogen make pain go away and keep it away. That's MedPlus at Carlisle's Northtown Plaza. Call today for a free consultation. 594-3671.
It's Max 96.7.
You got that right. Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations of Breeze and Trenton. We just completed quarter number 2, which was carried your way by Becker Jewelers. This is Rip Nutmeyer along with Greg Meyer. Before we go any further, Greg, I want to say hello to my 94-year-old aunt.
Oh,
who
yeah.
is Coach Nathan Reeder's grandmother. She is apparently, and I'm not sure if there are any, but I have word that she is the oldest, youngest spirit, but the oldest Central Cougars fan. So
Really?
She's here tonight at Carlyle, where,
Okay.
of course, her son went, and we all went, not you, but our particular family. So she's looking good and feeling great, and she's a lot sharper, of course, than I am, which is pretty obvious.
Glad to see it's nice enough for her to come out, watch a basketball game tonight. You know, we're having beautiful weather this week. Glad to see she's in attendance. That's good to hear.
It's 23-18. Central over Carlisle at the half. It was all deadlocked at 7 after 1. And where are we with the rest of those honest wonder board? This rainbow, did somebody make a... It's the rainbow shoot.
Yeah,
We'll get a winner sometime maybe. But what do you got for stats, Greg?
Yeah, well, first half stats here for the Lady Indians. 14 turnovers. The difference to the Lady Cougars, only 3, and I think that's where we find our difference on the scoreboard, because Lady Indians are shooting 8 of 18 from two-point field goal range for 44%. They're 0 of 1 from 3 for no percentage, but 8 of 19 overall from the field for 42% are the Lady Indians. 2 of 4 at the foul line as well for 50%. They have 17 rebounds to 14 turnovers in the first half. Lady Cougars are 8 of 23 from two-point field goal range. That's good for 35%. They're 1 of 6 from 3 for 17%. 9 of 29 overall from the field are the Lady Cougars for 31%. They're 4 of 5 at the free throw line for 80%. 11 rebounds, 3 turnovers. Tell you what, Lady Indians doing a tremendous job on the glass. You know, they're up 6 on the glass, shooting the ball pretty well. If they could get that turnover bug down, it could be a different story for them in the second half of play.
And they have bottled up Miser. I mean, she's had some open looks which she's misses, which is, man, that happens all the time. But you got to be very satisfied when she's held to 5 points through a half of basketball. And Carlisle only trailing by 5 after getting pounded that first time, which has been a few weeks back now. But Coach Smith, Darren Smith, has been playing some good ball tonight, and we'll see what happens to both sides as they come out of that halftime break. I know what Central surely came out great guns against O'Fallon after that intermission the other day, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Of course, they made shots, which, hey, it's basketball, but that's what they did, and they really got into it, closed within 1 at one point, and Carlisle's hoping for, well, they're only down 5, so it's anybody's game.
Yes, it is.
At this stage. What else is coming up? I know Talking Sports is coming up Saturday morning, and as I say that, Greg, I'm trying to think of who's on. These 3 shows, it used to be so easy many years ago when they did one, but let's see. I know Coach Andy Palmer is going to be on from the Carlisle Basketball Indians. And Chrysler Rock coach Steve Britt, the boys coach over there, will also be with us. And then for scores and stuff, Brian Dick, I mean, he knows all sports, not just pro baseball, but we're going to catch him before he goes down to spring training, and he'll do scores and stuff. And we'll kick around a few options on the baseball side, too, as he heads set to head on down to Fort Myers with the Twins and tee it up again as the batting coach for the Cedar Rapids Colonels.
There you go.
That's 9 to 10 Saturday morning.
That sounds like a good show. We're going to be back here tomorrow night. know, Union Banner has our next couple of broadcasts. We'll be right back here tomorrow night. Carlisle Indian boys, after a nice week at the Benton Invitational Tournament, they went 3-2.
They rallied.
Yes.
It looked bleak at first.
And they will play host to Pana tomorrow night, so we'll have that game on for you as well. And then Saturday, we're going to actually take a trip down to Wren Lake on Saturday. We're going to check out the grade school state tournament. Albers Damonsville Lady Cougars are taking on the Bartelso Lady Braves tonight. Actually, in a semifinal game, winner will play in the championship at 2 o'clock. The other one will be in the game, or in the third place game at 12:30. So we'll get our new next up and coming look at the future Central Lady Cougars and Modern Day Lady Knights up and coming up with those two teams playing. So I'll tell you what, it's actually a lot of fun doing those grade school games, and
it's hard to hear down at Red Lake.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's loud,
which is great for those screaming kids.
Oh yeah, but it'll be fun. You get to see some up and coming girls. Like I told people the other night, seen Modern Day Lady Knights former guard Shannon Lampy play last. I feel like I've been watching her play for a while. She's only a sophomore, but I got to see her playing back-to-back state tournaments and championships in 7th and 8th grade. Mia Weems is another girl for the Lady Cougars who got to play in a couple of state titles. So it feels like I've been watching these kids play for a long time now, and now you're going to see them try to produce at the high school level as well. So things are up and good for the younger programs, obviously with two of our many teams that stayed in the grade school area. So that's good to see coming up for future basketball that is around here.
You gotta keep feeding, man, and that's what these grade schools do around here throughout Clinton County and everywhere. So a lot of good young athletes. They get good coaching. That's where it all begins. Even a little younger than that 6th, 7th, and 8th grade level, but fundamentals,
yes.
Right, Greg?
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about. Okay, we're going to dust off the half. We're going to take one more break here. We've got about 3 o'clock before we tip off the third quarter action. And through 16 minutes, it's Central with a 5-point lead. They're up on the Carlyle Lady Indians 23-18 here from Harris Gymnasium in Carlyle. This is the Spectrum Business halftime show. We threw in a dash of the Honest Water scoreboard too. Central won the JV game. They bagged that 64-31. We'll return soon enough. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Good times are waiting at Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery, just north of Carlyle on Route 127. There's no better place to see live music than the Brett's Outdoor Stage, hosting bands every weekend. The kitchen at Brett's opens at 3 on Monday and Tuesday. They open for lunch at 11 Wednesday through Friday, and they have breakfast Saturday and Sunday starting at 8, with dinner available daily. Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery is a great spot for a meeting, a party, a get-together, or just to grab a bite to eat. Call 594-8830 or go to wildlifelodgeandwinery.com.
Which hospital continues to rank among the best in patient satisfaction, care, and safety? We don't want to brag, so check it out for yourself. Compare the scores of HSHS St. Joseph's Hospital Breeze. And while you're online, visit our website at stjoebreeze.com to stay up on all the screenings and events we offer to benefit our community. Or like us on Facebook. Working to continue our legacy of caring, we are HSHS St. Joseph's Hospital Breeze.
This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, Legacy Place, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts. WCXO Sports, since 1999, the sports voice of the Carlisle Indians, the Central Cougars, the Modern Day Knights, and the Westland Warriors.
It's Max 96.7.
And hello again, everybody. Rip Marlowe with Greg Meyer from Harris Gymnasium. We are in the Dairy King broadcast booth with twin locations in Breeze and Trenton. Time now for the third quarter, brought to you by B&H Recreation. Central has the ball first, and they're ahead 23-18. It looks like they're back with their original starting 5, and a quick glance says Carlyle is as well. Right elbow goes to Jansen. Little handoff to Meisner between the legs. Here's Westman. Trey attempt no good. Weak side rebound to DeCamper, but it's knocked away from behind. Central comes back with it. That's Newkirk in the lane. Dishes right side for Fairman. Right wing, Newkirk. Head of the circle for Wesselman now. Nice bounce to the cutter. Fairman sneaks it back outside in the wall.
Lady Cougars and each team exchanging turnovers here to begin the third quarter play. Newkirk had a team high 9 points in the first half. Meisner with 5, and then 4 points for Wesselman, 3 for Fairman, 2 for Jansen for the Lady Cougars in that opening half of play.
Resman stops the bounce. High left wing for Brooklyn Smith. Decamper wants it in the middle, blocks. It goes the other way in the far corner for Michael. Michael checks inside. Keeps it outside the 3 line now for Perez. Perez with a drive. Window good. Perez gets in the book. Her first 2. Carlyle slices that lead to 3. Just under 7 here in the third. Behrman, right corner. Around the horn it goes for Meisner now. She wears number 14. At the high block and the elbow even to Wesselman. She whistles the left side for Meisner. A little stutter step, comes to the left of the lane, dishes it out to Newkirk on the dribble drive. Over in the corner, bag of 3. That's Wesselman. Heck of a pass, and Wesselman banged it home, 26-20 Central.
She was 0-4 from 3 and then finally knocks down her first one of the evening.
Bounce right side on the wing. Lob inside, Brooklyn Smith from Decamper. Shot no good. She tried to get it back, but it goes overhead, and it finally flashes out to Meisner. Meisner takes it coast to coast, stops, and now Fader, no good for 12. Rebound, Brooklyn Smith. She works against 2 in the lane. Walker, a foul. What do we have? We got a foul. What came first, huh?
Yes. Smith, though, back to the free throw line, 2 of 2 there tonight. She had a team-high 14 points in that first half. 2 points apiece for Smith, Kylie Smith, and Molly Decamper. Perez got the other 2 just a second ago, and Smith trying to add to her total.
Jansen on the foul. Foul shot is buried. 15 points for Brooklyn Smith. Klosterman in for Jansen for Central, and they're in a dogfight tonight. This brings Carlyle within 4 with a make. It's up. It's off the mark. Board to Callie Michaels. She hits the deck hard. She seems to be okay. Here comes Central as they split out of the back line. Westman, 18-footer, right side clicks. Out of the blocks with 5 in the third, 28-21 Central.
9 for the game for Wesselman as well.
Michael dishes it inside. Offensive foul against Kylie Smith, and she did not like it. Turnover against the Lady Indians.
Little bit of an acting job by Fairman. Sold it well. Not a whole.
Watching the NBA.
Yeah, huh? They flop at every level now. Rip. It's just about if they call it or not. There's just a little bit of a taste for you. Fairman sold it well.
Meisner strolls into the forecourt for the Cougars of Central. Her club up 28-21. Shuffle pass over to Wesselman, and now Fairman with it, wing right side. Dribble drive on a baseline and a hold on Kylie Smith against Meisner.
Back-to-back now fouls put Smith in foul trouble. She's got 3 personals. Now Darren's got to go a little deeper, and Darren was still having a conversation with the same official who called the charging foul on Kylie on this end of the floor, was still having a nice discussion on the way down.
Megan Holtman returns to the lineup for Carlyle. She had a little action in the first half. Top of the key, Wesselman fires it right side to Meisner, takes it to the box, pull up 12-footer, no good, too strong. Rims out on the strong side to Brooklyn Smith, and she is popped in the backcourt.
It's on Newkirk. It's going to be her second. Smith now with 11 rebounds for the game for the Lady Indians and counting.
To go with 15 markers.
Exactly.
She'll trigger in front of the Central Cougars bench. 28-21 Cougars. Coach Smith's still working on one of the officials. We're just outside 5 minutes in the third period. Perez for the Lady Indians against Wesselman. Perez still handles the basketball. Inside, a little runner from 12, no good. Board fought for, and we have a tie-up. Stays with Carlyle.
Again, the activity of Brooklyn Smith, she flew down from the top of the key to get that, trying to make a chance for that offensive rebound, and she comes soaring in there and tied things up with Klosterman, I think it was. And again, her activity in this game is what's kept the Lady Indians in it.
Holtman, outside it goes. Now Brooklyn Smith above the arc, right corner. Low block area to Decamper. Back to Brooklyn Smith. Layup, no good. In and out. 4-2 Central. Another tie-up, and I think we're going to get a whistle and a foul instead.
Ooh, that's a tough call. It is. No, they call it on Molly Decamper there, Rip.
Okay. Yep. Her first personal. Team fouls 3-2 Carlyle here in half number 2. Meisner with 5 points for Central. Pops a tray ball. No shy. Rebound. Michael. She comes out of the double team. Up ahead for Kylie Smith, but she's tied up. Swings it out instead to Michael and turns it around all low from 8. No good. Air ball. Brooklyn Smith saves it to Callie Michael. And Brooklyn Smith was out and came in, and it's a turnover against the Lady Indians. They just kind of botched that one up. We'll take a break. It's a quick one. We're back after this. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
For a truly affordable and all-inclusive senior living experience unlike any other, come to Legacy Place in Breeze, offering exceptional and professional care. Legacy Place delivers kindness and compassion to residents with independent, assisted living, or memory care services. Legacy Place offers luxurious and comfortable home-like living with fireplaces, activity areas, cafes, salons, and much more. Call 526-9600 for a free tour at Legacy Place.
You've got Max 96.7.
Hello. Rip Not Marlowe with Greg Meyer from the Dairy King broadcast booth. Good encounter here tonight between the visiting Central Cougars and the homestanding Carlyle Lady Indians. Central up 28-21, 4+ on the board in third. Beautiful baseline pass to Fairman from Meisner. We have a foul down on the baseline.
How about that draw above a play out of a timeout? Meisner dribbles across the perimeter to the right wing, and then Fairman fakes out and then goes back door, and a nice one-handed bounce pass sets Fairman up for a couple of free throws.
Couple of fouls now on DeKemper. The left-hander, Fairman, fans the iron on the first one. She's 1 out of 2 for the night and sits with 3 points. The next one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dribbles. Eyes swats it, no good. Rebound in the lane to Brooklyn Smith. Over to Perez. One-on-one with Wesselman. Perez still handles out front deep by the Carlyle Indians emblem. Now Brooklyn Smith, the double team on her, tries to get rid of it, can't. It's stolen by Fairman. Good pressure by Central. Left corner for Wesselman. Number 13 out front to Fairman. Right wing for Meisner. Meisner lofts it to the cutting Wesselman. Shot no good. Rebound to Brooklyn Smith. It's 3-on-1. Here comes Brooklyn all the way. Pauses, hits. That's 17 for Brooklyn Smith. Central head 28-23 over Carlyle. Meisner the high step. Foul line extended. Baseball pass in the corner. A high arching shot. Air ball. Weak side to DeKemper. Fairman was off target on that one. Won't see that much.
Brooklyn Smith willing her way here for her team in this game so far.
Out front, now the pass goes inside, but it's swiped by Newkirk. Newkirk, it's a 4-on-2. She pedals all the way to the hoop for 2. She's in twin figures with 11.
5 for 5 from the field, Newkirk is as well, Rip.
Sharpshooter. The lead is 7 for Central. We're a tad under 3 in the third. Perez nearly lost it, but keeps it. Down the lane she goes in the rush. The ball blocked. And here comes Central. Wesselman picks up the loose ball, scoots all the way for the deuce. 7 in the period, 11 in the game. Suddenly, the lead up to 9 at 32-23 for Central.
Largest of the game.
Perez checks with Coach Darren Smith. Off the screen of Brooklyn comes Perez. At the point, gets knocked down, no call. She's still on the dash, and here comes Wesselman for 2. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Central leads it by 11. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
When's the last time you had your eyes checked? Schedule an eye exam today at Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center. I'm Dr. Claire Thorpe-Klinsky, and if it's been more than a year, you might need a new prescription. If you use a computer regularly or are suffering from allergies, those both can be causes of eye strain or fatigue. Schedule a complete eye health exam today to find out if your eyes are healthy. We may be able to detect glaucoma and other eye diseases early. At Breeze Family Vision and Lebanon Optometric Center, we examine more than just your vision.
This is Max 96.7.
We are back, and we are ensconced in the Dairy King broadcast booth here. A couple locations for you there. Breeze and Trenton. Carlyle has the ball. It's 34-23 Central as we reset things with 2+ to go in the third. Gudu Slaw in, and Perez is out as she took a pretty hard tumble on the floor. Left corner, DeKemper tries to bust it inside, but it's knocked away by DeKemper. Here comes Meisner. Up ahead, can't hit Horseman down low. It's tapped out of bounds, but Central will get it back to the right of their own bucket.
Good also by Brooklyn Smith getting back. Lady Indians now with 21 turnovers here in the ballgame, 7 in the second half alone.
Brooklyn's had a whale of a game for the Lady Indians. With the basketball, Klosterman for Central. Wings it around the right side, below the hash right side to Newkirk. Newkirk with it at 5'8". At the left elbow, Jansen. Hands off to Klosterman. Punches it inside. Jansen, outdoors it goes. 14-footer, no good by Horseman, but Central retains it. Meisner now through the key. Outside, Meisner gets it back. Tries for that tray, no good. In and out, rolls off. Rebound to Brooklyn Smith. Big possession for the Lady Indians as they trail by 11. And we got a push outside on Horseman of Central.
The infamous hand check.
Yes, it was. It's out of bounds to Carlyle on the far sideline. Brooklyn Smith has the honors. Gooderslaw wearing number 5. She has it. Between the circles deep. Lose the basketball, but Michael picks it up. She's at the top of the key. High above. Left wing now, Brooklyn Smith. Glides down to the baseline. A runner, no good. We got a foul on Newkirk and give her a triple. And 2 shots will come the way of Brooklyn Smith, who's working on 18 points.
Newkirk with 3 fouls. How about Smith, though? You mentioned they going for 18 or 15 rebounds to go with it as well.
My goodness. This one a little bit short. And she'll try and recover here and hit the back end.
Newkirk's got 3 fouls now, Rip. That's a big thing, too, for the Lady Cougars. She'll have to sit. She's got 11 points.
The next one is airborne. Got it. She makes 1 of 2. It's 34-24 Central. $1:05 to go in the third period. Meisner just 5, scoreless in the first and the third. Klosterman between the circles. Meisner, foul line extended. Wesselman. Push pass to the foul line. Crank for 3, and she busted home. That is Meisner. She fills it from long range. Her first trifecta, give her 8. It's 37-24 Central. 40 seconds to go in the third. Gooderslaw on the bounce to Brooklyn Smith. Below the perimeter line. Kylie tries to light up a tray. She got it. That's Kylie Smith for 3.
Big shot there for Smith answering that Meisner 3 and keeps the game at 10 right now. And Lady Cougars probably playing for the last one of the quarter, you would think.
Meisner at the center, emblem of the Indians. 15 to go in the third. Meisner still with on the between the legs dribble against Gooderslaw. Still in control, Meisner. Now one-handed pass, right side below the arch. It's Wesselman. Horseman, Meisner. 3 on the clock, 2. Wesselman gets it back, shot short. Kylie Smith, Callie Michael corrals, and that puts a halt to the third quarter. Through 3, it's Central 37, Carlyle 27. We'll be back. This is high school basketball, Max 96.7.
Want easy online banking and bill paying with an ATM and debit card that allows you to set personal spending limits? Then Tempo Bank's the place for you. Tempo Bank makes it easy for today's consumers to spend more time with your families and less time balancing your accounts and paying bills. Tempo Bank has 2 locations to better serve you. Call 526-7256 in Breeze or 224-9228 in Trenton. They'll be glad to help you. Tempo Bank is your answer to easy, hassle-free banking.
You took the time to customize your home. Did you do the same for your home insurance? Country Financial can customize your insurance to fit your life. We are one of the few companies that offer an additional replacement cost option that replaces your house at today's prices. Call me, Teresa Richards, at 526-1100 or Keith Wilkin at 526-1179 or come see us at 617 North Main in Breeze to find out more about protecting the house you have made a home.
You're on Max 96.7.
And on Wcxo967.com, this is Rip along with Greg Meyer. Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth for quarter number 4, brought to you by John Droz Studios. Central has the basketball leading by a 10 spot, 37-27. Seconds into the fourth. First shot, no good by Klosterman. The board goes to Central, though, again. Wesselman, right wing. They whip it around the perimeter. Klosterman. Cross-court pass. Jansen on the drive. Takes it down the baseline. Shot short. Gets it back. Triple team. And Held ball, and it goes over to the Lady Indians.
Lady Cougars shot 33% through 3 quarters. Lady Indians 38% for the game through 3 quarters. Still finding themselves down by 10 because they're turning the ball over 21 times to the Lady Cougars is 4.
Good to see Kaylee Perez back in for Carlyle, who is knocked to the pavement for toward the end of the third. Ball tipped away in Central with a steal. Brooklyn Smith won it, but it was corralled by the Cougars and Meisner. She dazzles everybody on the baseline, but she did lose the ball at the end.
Mm-hmm. Got a little careless. Didn't have really anywhere to go on the baseline. Perez had good positional defense and dribbled it off her foot.
A minute into the fourth quarter. Perez high above the key, right side. Nearly picked up the bounce. Still with the basketball on the dribble. Wing right side, lobs it. The high post to Brooklyn Smith. Takes it down the yard for 2. Give her 20. Carlyle dodges an 8 ball now. 37-29 Central. Meisner, no look right side below the hash. That's Klosterman. Checks cross court instead for Jansen. 14 away. Good. Jansen with her first points in the second half. She has 4. Central gets a pair back. 39-29. Perez. Right wing, middle block, Brooklyn Smith. A shot blocked, gets it back in the lane. Now it's loose on the floor, picked up finally by Wesselman in Central. Wesselman goes all the way. Wendell got it. 15 for Olivia Wesselman, the 5'8 senior. Central has a lead of a dozen now with 6 even in the fourth. Perez with the ball on the dribble right side. Still on the sideline of the Indians' emblem. Pulls up the dribble, not in time. Another 5 call. That's at least 3 against Carlyle tonight. And those are really costly.
24 turnovers for the ball game for the Lady Indians tonight.
29 points, 24 turnovers. But they've been in it most of the way. Right now it's been spread out a bit. Central ahead by 12 finally. Still above 5 in the game. Wesselman foul line extended for the Central Cougars. Fires it inside. Fairman back out to Wesselman. She wants a 3 ball. No good. Weak side rebound to Kylie Smith. Between the legs catch by Perez. Over the half court stripe. Kylie Smith for a tray. No good. The board over to Klosterman for Central. She comes out of the pack. Meisner on the dribble drive. Baseline runner from 5. No foul.
Meisner, she's really struggled from the field tonight. Just 2 of 14 overall, 3 or 4 at the line. And just one of those nights, like you said, where the ball just doesn't go in. Perez finds her first foul of the game.
Well, I pity Westland then because that's who she's going to break out of this.
Yes.
Probably in that next game. The first free throw is swatted down by Meisner. And she could creep into double figures here. It's 42-29 Cougars. The second, same place.
I had to count just to make sure.
Yeah. 43-29 Cougars. It's a 14-point margin now for Central. High above the elbow, right side. Perez still with the basketball. Comes to inside the arc, left side. Stops dribble, head of the circle. Just north of it, that's Michael. She rushes down the lane, makes it, but we got a foul before that.
No continuation yet.
Going to be out of bounds to the Lady Indians just in front of us and to the right of their own basket. Foul called on Fairman. Just her first. Plays another steady game. Dekemper lobs out front. Nice catch by Callie Michael. Inside, stolen away. That's Meisner. Meisner up ahead. Wesselman guns it across the box. Shot no, but a foul. That would have been, well, it was a pretty assist, but Central couldn't convert. Fairman will try for a couple.
It's probably one of those passes Nathan Reeder really doesn't want to see. Too many passes in a close area. It's going to result, though, a couple of free throws for Fairman.
Foul on Michael. The southpaw. Off left. Fairman 0 for 3. 1 of 3 from the strike. 1 of 4 now from the line, actually. With 3 points. She converted a 3-point play back in the second stanza. Here's the trail shot. Off again. Rebound, though, to Central and Klosterman. Now Fairman in the lane. Off the glass, no good. Rebound to Michael for the Lady Indians. She comes out of the swamp. Takes it inside to 3. No look out to Perez. Back in the low block area to Michael. Fake shot. No. Rejected. We got a ball picked off by Newkirk and now a foul by Michael. A little frustration there.
26 Lady Indian turnovers. Hate to beat a dead horse, but that's the difference in this game right now. Lady Indians are shooting it better than the Lady Cougars, and they just can't keep possession of the basketball.
We've got Newkirk for some charity, and she drills the first one. She's got a dozen. It's 44-29. The lead extended to 15 now, 4:32 on the game clock. Newkirk, a 5'10 senior. Knocked them both down.
Newkirk has not missed a shot that she has not taken tonight.
Wow.
Perfect.
You got to love consistency. On the high left wing, that is Perez. Middle of the paint to Brooklyn Smith. She is whacked. She's going to get a couple more.
Again, you got to love Smith's activity. She's still playing hard.
A card Fairham with another, so 2 on her. Brooklyn, a really good athlete and just a junior. It's high. It's no good. Rolls off. She has 18 and looks for 19 with this. Number 15, Brooklyn Smith. 5'9", junior. Very easy. Collects 1 of 2. 45-30, Central by 15.
Got Smith for 21 points and 15 rebounds after that make.
Meisner. High steps into the forecourt finally for Central. Now breezes by a couple. No look in the corner. Fairman lines up a long trifecta. No good. Weak side rebound to Gütersloh. It's knocked away and a foul on Fairman. 3 on her in front of the in front of the Cougars bench. So we'll walk this way. 17 fouls aside.
Fairman's picked up 3 in a row on 3 consecutive trips down.
Maybe she wants a breather. Gütersloh scores the first. Another. Strong, but gets the bounce, so she bags both of them. Carlyle with some breathing room a bit. They're within 13 as we crawl to 4 to play in the game. Meisner in the backcourt, hustles it across now. Fires it in the corner to Wesselman. Wesselman free throw line extended. Top of the circle, Meisner. Little crossover dribble, still with the basketball. Against Perez. Now wraps around her, takes it down to the baseline. We have a foul out front on Perez. Couple on her.
Meisner, another straight line, strong drive. She might not be scoring the basketball, but she's willing it up there, that's for sure. As the way she'd like to tonight.
It's 1 in bonus for her. Holtman, who was in there with Gütersloh, comes off. And Meisner eyes the net for Central. Collects the first. She gets another one. She has 11, looks for 12. It's 46-32. Central, 350. On the tick-tock. This one rolls off, ball loose, out of bounds to Carlyle. Meisner 3 and 4 in the period now. Carlyle with the distance to go on the Shark side of a 46-32 game. Perez for the Ladians on the right corner has it tipped out of bounds by Wesselman. It's out of bounds to Carlyle in the far corner. That Perez plays hard every time I've seen the lady. She battles and battles. She's a slight kid, but man, she's out there roughing it with the rest of them. Wing right side, Michael. She loses her dribble between the circles. Brooklyn Smith against Klosterman. Little spin move out front through the key. Now Kylie Smith inside the 3 line. Perez, baseline drive all the way to the rack. Shot too strong. Gets her own rebound. It was tipped. She gets it back. Now sets up. 14-footer straight away. No good. The Karam goes over to Klosterman of Central. She goes coast to coast. Shot. No. Blocked by Dekemper. Out of bounds to Carlyle. Nice job by Molly Dekemper of the Carlyle Lady Indians.
Protecting the bucket. Lady Indians down 14, 3:10 to go here. They're going to have to start trying to get it in, putting the ball in the basket here to get moving.
Yeah, one trifecta on the night by my count. They're trailing by 14. 3 even to play. And a whistle.
And a kick ball.
Out of bounds to Carlyle on the right sideline. Kylie Smith checks and checks and checks some more. Line drive pass into Molly Dekemper. Thought about the pull-up, kicks it outside. Left wing for Perez. Perez against Wesselman. Perez still with the basketball. Michael dodges it inside for Brooklyn Smith. And another personal foul is called.
That one, I think, on Klosterman reaching through the back on the entry feed into Smith.
You nailed it, and it's Brooklyn for some more charity. One of her 2 on her last trip. She's got 21 points on the night. Slaw and Holtman in for Kylie Smith and Callie Michael for Carlyle. We're down to 2:48 to play. Central up on Carlyle by 14. The first toss. Back of the iron, rebound to Central.
Offensive foul on the far end.
There's no good by Meisner. We get the charge, and they'll walk this way.
I think Holtman might have took the shot there, the far end.
Yeah, I guess she dished off at the last. They're giving the foul to Meisner, though. In any event, 19 fouls to 8. Central to Carlyle. The Lady Indians have the ball. Down by 14. Central with the 14-point dusting right now. Perez inside the perimeter. Hook pass. Right wing. Michael thought about it. Walked instead. Central gets it back up by 14. 2 1/4 on the clock.
27 TOs for the Lady Indians tonight.
Meisner in the deep back lane for Central. They come for the double team. She courts right on past. Below the hash right side to Wesselman. Wesselman north of the key. Free throw line extended to Fairman. Fairman between the pipes it goes Meisner. No look. Shallow side over to Klosterman. Klosterman puts the ball on the floor now. Far corner. Inside Newkirk to Meisner for a quick 2.
It's her third field goal of the game. 3 of 15 from the field overall.
Good find by Newkirk. 48-32 now. Central by 16 as we come to 1:45 in the game. On the end line, and Perez loses the basketball. Wesselman has it for Central. Up ahead it goes to Meisner. Meisner, a little stutter through the key. Top of the circle on the crossover. 1:30 to go. Meisner blows by Perez. We got a foul.
Darren Smith looking like he's going to make a line change here.
The Lady Indians battling for a pretty good portion of this game. And the starters going off to a good round of applause by the hometown folks here at Harris Gymnasium in Carlisle. Central will wrap up their 20th victory of the year and go to 7-0 in the Cahokia. And a lot of new troops in for Central as well, and Meisner will be the last to come out. She is at the foul line. Free throw, good. She's been pretty active from the second quarter on in scoring. We'll see if Meisner can drill the second one. Yes. Knocks them both down. She leaves. And Central is a minute plus away from another win. Number 20 on the year. Gooderslaw for Carlyle. And it's off the hands of Michaela Fouch. She was not looking. And it's Central's basketball, 3/4 court to go.
Lady Cougars, 3 girls in double figures tonight.
Tip no good by Central. Ball loose in the lane. I have no number 1, do you?
That's Emma Weiss.
Weiss, okay. Weiss to Hammond. The AD's daughter. Out front it goes for Weiss. Little hook pass. Left corner. 3 ball, no good. Rebound tracked down by Pavich. Down low goes. A pair of fours, shot no good. Ball loose, goes out of bounds. Well, we've got a foul before that as we slice it down to 44 ticks in the game.
44, that's a freshman, I do believe. It's Cassidy Kretschmer.
And she walks to the foul line. About ready to close up this baby in favor of the Central Cougars over the Carlyle Lady Indians. Draws the first one, no good. Central did win that first game, the JV game, the preliminary game with ease, 64-31. Here's another for the rookie. Gets it. 1 of 2. It's quiet in here all of a sudden. 39 ticks on the clock. Gooderslow handles out front. Hollers and finds her a man in Fouch. Ball, they give it up. Central has it. Now Carlyle gets it back. A lot of a little collision. All the way down for 2 is Hammond. 53-32 as we slide to the end. 15 to go. Gooderslow dribbles down to 10 seconds. Holtman tried to hit a cutter, no, gets it back, tosses it up, no good. Ball loose in the lane. Pavich has it for Central. We have a tie-up. Forget about it. It's all over. The Central Cougars notch the win tonight over Central. Over Carlyle. It's Central 53, Carlyle 32. 53-32 Central. We'll be back. This is high school basketball. Max 96.7.
The Spectrum Business postgame is coming up. This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 was brought to you in part by Isaac Auto Body, Seaver Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Clinton Manor Living Center, Putker Construction, The Breeze and Trenton Dental Group, Nordyke Funeral Home, Prairie Farms Dairy, Tunya's Service Company, Fairman Garage Doors, Jansen Farm Equipment, Home Fashions, The Emeen Insurance Agency, Print Crazy, Silver Spoon Catering, and by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online, BeckerJewelers.com.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with the Klosterman Agency handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn you discounts and actually help you get ahead. Call or email me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, and get to a better state with State Farm.
Get unhungry for only $5 at your Breeze and Carlyle Hardee's. Dig into the $5 All-Star Meal with 4 different meals to choose from, like the Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger and Spicy Chicken Sandwich, with natural cut fries, a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie, and a 20-ounce drink. Pick a $5 All-Star Meal today from your Breeze and Carlyle Hardee's, plus the entire Red Burrito menu. Get unhungry at your Breeze and Carlyle Hardee's. Garages are great, and then something eventually goes wrong with your garage door. Don't just call anyone when you have a garage door problem. Call Fairman Garage Doors, providing trusted quality service for over 20 years. Locally owned and operated, Fairman Garage Doors can handle residential and commercial, and no job is too big or too small. Call 526-8548 for Fairman Garage Doors, an authorized Clopay dealer.
Max 96.7.
Hey, we are back. Rip here in the Dairy King broadcast booth with locations in Breeze and Trenton alongside Greg Meyer. And this was in the books now. This Cahokia Conference battle is over. It's the Central Cougars on top of Carlisle's Lady Indians 53-32. It was knotted at 7 after 1. Central went up 23-18 at the break, 37-27 after 3, and they wind up pocketing a 5-point victory, but 23, actually 21.
Yes.
Man, where's my math? And I actually wrote it down properly, too, but it got carried away at the end, but Carlyle really hung with them for quite a while. But, yes, it is a win for Central. That's their 20th then on the year, and 7 in league play. Carlyle slides to 3-7 and 12 and 13.
It was. I mean, you hit it nail right on the head, Rip. It was close throughout the most of the game until about the end, and eventually, and I hate to say it, but when you turn the ball over 24 more times than your opponent does,
finally caught up with them.
You're not going to be in many games. Now, Lady Indians did shoot the ball better than the Lady Cougars did tonight. We take a look here at some of the numbers. Lady Indians were 11 of 32 from 2-point field goal range. It's good for 34%. 1 of 3 from 3 for 33%. 12 of 35 overall from the field for the Lady Indians for 34%. It's 7 out of 13 free throws for 54%. 31 rebounds and 30 turnovers for the Lady Indians for the game tonight. On the other side, Central was 16 of 44 from 2-point field goal range. It's good for 36%. They were 3 of 16 from 3 for 19%. They were 19 of 60 overall from the field for the Lady Cougars for 32%. 12 of 19 at the free throw line for 63% with 22 rebounds and 6 turnovers for the Lady Cougars. But just look at that. Lady Cougars got on that 25 more shot attempts for the ball game than the Lady Indians did. And I know I hate to be a dead horse. Lady Indians out-rebounded the Lady Cougars, as well tonight. You're just gonna have to stop turning the basketball. Yes, the turnovers. Right? I can't stop beating the dead horse, but I mean,
Central applies some good pressure.
Yes, I mean,
they'll wear you down.
Mm-hmm, you gotta. I mean, you'd have to give that credit as well, but it's tough. Lady Indians are looking to be the 5 seed in their subsectional. The seedings come out. The bracket will come out tomorrow, so Lady Indian fans will find out where they're going to be. But it's going to be, an uphill battle for the Lady Indians if they can't get it going here. If they have games like they have tonight, it's going to be an early exit for them, and we don't want to see that for them coming out when they go to the regional play. So hopefully Darren Smith and they can clean some things up after this one tonight.
And as the Spectrum Business post-game show continues, again, it's 53-32 in favor of the Central Cougars. They had 3 players, Central did in twin figures. Meisner ends up scoring 15 in the end. She has a big second half. Also 15 for Olivia Wesselman. Give Newkirk 13. 4 for Jansen. Fairman strikes for 3, a pair for Hammond late, and is it Kretschmer with 1 point there. And for the Carlyle Lady Indians, Brooklyn Smith with 21. Did you say how many boards she had?
Oh, Brooklyn Smith had just 15 rebounds tonight, okay. 15 of them.
Paired with 21 points, and she was the show offensively. Kylie Smith holds for 5 and give 2 apiece to Gooderslaw and Perez, and Decamper also. So it is Central's turn. They sweep the season series from the Lady Indians 53-32. That Carlisle Union banner. Our next broadcast, we're right here tomorrow night again.
Right here tomorrow night.
High school basketball. It's the visiting Pana Panthers against the Carlisle Indians for some boys action. Carlisle will look for their 4th in a row. Pana has kind of had an up and down season, as I took a little cheat sheet last night, but I'm sure it'll be a pretty good encounter at Harris Gymnasium mañana.
Should be. And then obviously, we'll have the Great School State Tournament on Saturday. Then I like to deem next week a little bit of rivalry week, I think. You got Westland Central girls Monday night. Then we're going to be here Tuesday night at Harris Gym Central on Tuesday night. And then we're going to have Christ Our Rock Altamont girls on Thursday night at Christ Our Rock. And then we're going to round things up on Friday with Friday and Saturday night with a couple of big games. Indian boys are looking for revenge against the Westland Warriors on Friday. And then next Saturday, Mater Dei Central, Battle of Breeze. We're going to have that's why I like to deem next week a little bit of rivalry. We've got a lot of in-county games.
I get you.
County games coming up. It should be a whole heck of a lot of week of basketball. Not looking ahead, though, for next week. Got Pana and Carlisle tomorrow. Should be one heck of a basketball game tomorrow night.
Any other words of wisdom, Greg?
I think we're good, Rip.
Words of wisdom, actually.
Yes.
So that's going to do it. That will do it. Thanks to Ben Koopman back at the studio. You did a great job, as always. Thanks for listening, everybody. And once again, that final score here is the Central Cougars over the Carlisle Lady Indians, 53-32. We'll catch you tomorrow night here from Harris Gymnasium for Pana and the Indians. This has been high school basketball on Max 96.7. Have a good night.
This broadcast of high school basketball on Max 96.7 and at Wcxo967.com was a presentation of Wcxo Sports. WCXO Sports was brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlyle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, Legacy Place, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts. For Greg Meyer and the rest of our WCXO sports team, thanks for joining us for this broadcast of high school basketball on Max 96.7. Your sports teams, your community, your radio station. This broadcast was a presentation of WCXO Sports.